In today's video, I'm going to show you the best archer build and how to pilot it with style. I'm your boy Winter Phoenix, and if this video helps you in any way, drop a like and a comment to let me know you want more, just like this. Now, to kick things off, let's talk about the armor and how to get it, but for free. In order for this little trick to work, we're going to need to do some prep work. First thing we'll want to do is grab a flame altar and head to the Kindle Waste Ancient Spire. Next, we're going to jump off to the south side and head towards this little ledge. It's easy to identify by looking south for this town. To the right of that town is our landing destination, and once we're here, all we want to do is run all the way to the back and look off this ledge next to the pink shroud. Don't worry, we're not going in there, but nosedive off this cliff to this little patch of land and place down your altar. Here is where we're going to be getting 3 unique armor sets and a few weapons ranging from blue rarity to the orange legendary weapons. Once you have your altar down, you'll notice this isolated legendary chest. It drops only level 25 weapons, including the newly added daggers, and our desired armor set, the Eagle Eye Scout Armor. This is one of the 3 unique armor sets you'll find here, and it's the best armors stat-wise. No armor you can craft has higher stats that these pieces can offer you. You'll want to open this chest over and over again till you either get the pieces you want or farm enough full sets for your own collection. This is done by closing the server out and heading back to the main menu, not the desktop, but the main menu. Then open a server, either private or host, and you'll load back in at the altar that you just dropped. The only difference is the recently looted legendary chest is closed and ready to be looted again. Repeat this process of opening the chest, leaving to the main menu, loading back in, and opening the chest again to re-roll unlimited chances at this very rare and unique armor set. Once we have our new armor set, let's talk about our skills and abilities over in the skill tree. To start things off, we want to run Merciless Attack. We actually get the chance to use this skill often with the right pair of daggers. Next, go into the Survivor tree for the Runner skill. This helps with long sprints and jumping around in close quarter combat. Naturally, we take Double Jump for the increased mobility it provides and pairs nicely with another skill we get later on. Work your way into Wanderlust to access Swift Shot Sustenance and Good Metabolism. These skills increase our stamina when we kill enemies with our bow and keep the fight going. There's also the added bonus of Healing Potions now restore 20% more resources as well. Rebound to cap off our Survivor tree, Relentless Flame for more time in the Shroud, then take one of the new skills in Dagger Master. This increases damage done with daggers by 15%. Grab the 2 small nodes for 1 dexterity, 1 endurance after grabbing Slice and Dice. This increases the damage of our next bow shot by 50% after landing a critical dagger attack. Next, move over from the Beastmaster tree to the Ranger tree by grabbing the first dexterity node and then grabbing Marksman. Take Counter Battery and Sharpshooter. One increases damage we do from afar by 15% and the other adds an extra 20% damage to our ranged damaged attacks. From there we take Skill Shot to separate the men from the boys with headshots. All headshots landed will do an extra 20% damage, rewarding the truly skillful. Eagle's Bane for an extra 30% damage against flying enemies like wraiths and those stupid bird things. And the Ranger skill at the end gives us buffs to our attributes and critical strike chance and damage. Bee Sting is the real reason we want to play the Ranger at all, because it allows us to float in mid-air when we ready aerial shots. This will be key in dealing with mobs but can be hard to master. It's well worth it and makes the Ranger class so much fun. Multi-shot as well is very fun and it has been reworked from its original state. Lastly, take the multi-shot spread to increase the projectiles multi-shot creates by 25%. It still won't activate with any special arrows, but doesn't consume any of your own arrows either. The assassin tree is full of great skills as well, and we start with airborne after the first node. This saves us tons of stamina over those long flights, which is a no-brainer to take updraft as well for the ultimate movement package. This skill gives us a boost while gliding for a little bit of mana, and this is the main reason we're wearing the Elder chest piece too. The Sniper skill increases our critical hit chance by 10% when using our bow. Blessed Arrow is perfect for keeping our mana topped off or building up mana for our next flight out of a sticky situation. Vitality Surge has a similar effect but on our stamina instead, and Bounty Bonanza is the reason your friends invite you along in the first place, as you provide an extra 5% XP with each fell enemy killed with a headshot. Once your friends are level 25, they abandon you, so find new ones ASAP. But after that, you can grab Shell Shock. Ricochet is next, and it increases damage done to enemies by 1% for every enemy caught in the blast. Gracefully Stride provides lots of extra dexterity, increasing our damage with bows and daggers. And finally, chain reaction to add a 20% chance to explosive arrows to trigger a secondary explosion that does half the damage in a slightly smaller area. I know that sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. Now, if you finish the new updated area and grab the 3 new shroud roots, then listen up, because this opens up a new avenue for us. Grab well rested for the extra rested buff timer and head down to the tank tree. Shiny plates increases our overall defense by 10% and we desperately need it as that's our only weakness as a ranger. Lastly, grab evasion attack. With our new daggers, we have plenty of opportunity to use this skill and it greatly increases our mobility when surrounded in combat. And that is all 114 skill points in a nutshell. I know that was long, but if you want to see combat tips and examples, then stick around because that's exactly what we're going to get into next. Now, before heading out, you always want to make sure you have a rested buff and your food buffs. Luckily, I've already figured out the best food items to run for this build, and I'm going to fill you in real quick. You'll want to bring rooibos tea, chicken soup, and vegetable soup. Once you've got the bare essentials, let's talk about some examples of how to pilot this build and help you get over the long learning curve that comes with Enshrouded's Ranger class. When it comes to combat with the new bow and dagger combo, you're going to want to learn a few tricks first.
Woo! Superhero landing! Yeah, that's really hard on your knees.
My first tip is that the bee sting does not stop fall damage, but instead forces you to watch a slow descent to death instead of that instant gratification. Next, remember bee sting does not lock you into the animation. If you feel surrounded, you can glide out of bee sting and reposition in a fight. Also, while using bee sting, you can actually double jump while aiming down sights. It's useful if you're about to fall into a pack of enemies and want to bait an attack. Another tip for our new playstyle is to utilize the Q key for quick bow shot. We don't have a staff and the bow can be used in both our hotbar and our hotkey. And lastly for today, don't underestimate the new Eternal Frost Arrow. Our Elder chest piece provides us with enough mana to keep shooting and apply the frost. And in case you didn't know, frost damage greatly increases the amount of stun added to the enemy stun bar. It'll actually lock up bosses like the Pike's Meat Dragon. And that's just about everything I've got for the new Ranger class. I hope you enjoyed it and learned at least one new thing. If you've made it this far and enjoyed my content, I would greatly appreciate a like and a comment to please the YouTube algorithm gods. If you want to go one step further and support me, then a sub goes a long way, especially since I am trying to hit a personal goal of 1,000 subscribers. Join the team if you want to stay up to date with all my content and future releases. That's all I got for now. Later, nerds.